Hello everyone and welcome to Dozvik. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to create Ubuntu 20.04 LTS Linux VPS server or droplet in DigitalOcean with root username and password. So let's get started. So here I am already logged into my DigitalOcean account. But wait, I have an amazing offer for you. If you haven't already registered with DigitalOcean, then you can get free $100 coupon for 2 months by clicking on the link below in the description and register by using that link to get free $100. Once you have logged in, go to create on the upper right corner and select droplets. In the Choose an Image section, you can select whatever Linux OS distribution you are comfortable with, or as per your requirements. You can also select any image from Marketplace with installed applications and frameworks like WordPress, LAMP server, and so on. Or you can upload any custom image in Custom Images. But I am going to select a clean Ubuntu server. You can also choose version of your distribution here. I am going to select latest 20.04 LTS version. Next, in the Choose a Plan section, you can select server size as per your requirements. Here we have two options, shared CPU and dedicated CPU. Shared CPU has some basic plans, which is best for small projects that can handle variable levels of CPU performance, like blogs, web apps, and development or test environments. In the dedicated CPU option, we have more 3 options, general purpose, CPU optimized, and memory optimized. The general purpose is a great choice for a wide range of mainstream production workloads like web app hosting, e-commerce size, medium-sized databases, and enterprise applications. The CPU optimized is best for CPU-intensive applications like CI/CD, video encoding and transcoding, machine learning, ad serving, batch processing, and active front-end web and application servers. And the memory optimized is ideal for RAM-intensive applications like high-performance databases, web scale in memory caches, and real-time big data processing. For the purpose of this tutorial, I am comfortable to choose basic plan option with $5 per month, which has 1 GB of RAM, 1 CPU, 25 GB SSD disk, and 1000 GB of transfer. Next, in AdBlock storage, we can add more SSD storages to our server if we need to. But for now, we don't need more storages. We are happy with our 25 GB SSD disk. We can also add it later when we need to. DigitalOcean has its data centers in multiple different locations based on the frequency of usage and customer base. Data center is the place where the physical servers are kept and maintained. If you are hosting a website, choose the data center nearest to most of your users, as this will reduce the latency in the requests. Or if you are going to execute some scripts or use this server for only your own needs, then choose the one near to you. I am going to select the London region for now. VPC network or virtual private network is best if you have multiple servers in the same region to communicate with each other securely and privately. For now, we don't need it. We will learn it in any other tutorial in details. We also have some optional additional options to enable. If you need IP version 6 on your server, then enable IPv6 option, so you can also get an IP version 6 of your server. Select user data if you want your server or Droplet to perform tasks or scripts as the root user during a Droplet's first boot, like update server or install softwares on first boot up. And last option, to enable monitoring so you can monitor your server CPU, RAM, disk, and network load in the DigitalOcean server dashboard. I recommend you to enable this option for easy monitor of your server's load with DigitalOcean server dashboard. In authentication, we have options that how we are going to connect our VPS server from our local machine. For the purpose of this tutorial, we are going to select the basic password authentication method to connect our server with username and password, which is less secure authentication method and not recommended for production use. If you want more secure method for authentication, I will teach you how to create server with SSH keys authentication method in other tutorial. By default, we have root user. We just need to create a root password. And we can create other users later as per our needs. Enter the password based on the requirements below. In the Finalize and Create section, we can deploy multiple droplets or servers with the same configuration by increasing the number of droplets. For now, we only need one droplet or server. In the Choose a Host Name option, you can name your server whatever you want. But I recommend to name it with your host or domain name, which is recommended and also required for most applications. You can also add tags to organize and relate your resources. In the Select Project section, we can choose project where we create our droplet. You will have default project selected with your registered email or username. But if you want to create a new project to organize your website or applications, you can create by clicking on New Project on top of left sidebar. We will create new project in other video tutorial in details. For now, I am happy with default selected. We can also enable backups. So when we have any disaster on our server, we can restore our server. And finally, click on Create Droplet button. And great! We have now successfully created our server or droplet. DigitalOcean also assigned a public IP address to our droplet, so we can link domain name with this server by using this IP address, or we can connect to server from our local machine by using this IP address. Now let's connect to our server from our local machine. If you are using Mac or Linux on your localhost machine, you can connect to the server by using the default terminal application available in Mac and Linux. But if you are using Windows, you can use PuTTY to connect to your server. I will create another tutorial on how to connect to your server using PuTTY in Windows in another tutorial in details. So I'm using Linux on my host machine. I can use default terminal application available in Linux. Copy the IP address of your server and open terminal application in your Linux or Mac host machine. To connect to the server, type SSH space your server username, which is root we just created, and then IP address of your server, and press the enter key. Type yes if it asks to add fingerprint of connection. And type the password which you just created. And awesome! We are now connected with our server located in London region. You can now play with your server, run commands etc. Thanks for watching and keep learning with Dolphac Learning.